got some penny stocks to talk about, boys. We got some good ones too. So let's start off with Clsn. This is a vaccine play. And why is this not loading? Interesting. Nothing? And now I wouldn't call them true pennies. They're not, like an ASTI or maybe like a Strike Force. Although those are good ones as well. AITX. But we're not talking about those. Those are some pennies. We're talking about some cheapo biotech plays that we are in right now, or that we plan on getting into. OZSC, that's another good penny. Boss man of the Discord found that one, but again, we are not talking about that. GSAT. Anyways, it's none of those. However, those are worth looking at. Alright, so the first one we're going to talk about is Clsn. I don't know why my newswire is broken in here. We'll just go ahead and go to Seeking Alpha. And so this is a new vaccine play they announced a couple days ago. And so they're starting to form their vaccine board. And I don't know if you're familiar with Ocgn, but back in December 24th they did their vaccine board. And so there you go. It looks very similar. They have their little pop, their announcement, their run-up. Kind of trade sideways. And as more news wires come out and they make progress with their vaccine, bada boom. So I really think that we are seeing the beginning of a similar setup. You see there's the little pop. We're in the $2 range right now. Kind of just trading in no man's land before that. Kind of similar to these guys, right? So yes, this is my next Ocgn. So Clsn, that needs to be on your radar. It tried to break out last Thursday. Got rejected, sold off. But everyone remembers how futures were last week. It was really hard to cover much ground with what was going on there. So keep an eye on them. I really like that vaccine play. PAVM Medical. Look, we are breaking out in the daily. And we're pretty up there right now. We are completely out of this high volume node. This is where I got filled in here in like 260 or something like that with like 800 shares. And I'm working for my freebies. I'm going to be cutting the head off around $5. Those are the Seeking Alpha price targets that we have. Some price targets ranging from high threes to $5 and $6 on this guy. And I think based on the setup that the price is going to be achievable in the very near future. MAC looks really good right now. I mean, we could be set up for another run come tomorrow. It certainly was trying to have some after hours action, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see this gap or run tomorrow. I would not grab it at said point. I would just wait for it to come down. It hasn't had any real consolidation. I mean, a little bit right there, I guess. But it's just been rallying the last couple of days, so let it pull back, grab it. It probably will catch in one of these high volume nodes over here, like in the low threes. I would say would be a good fill on this. You can get under 3, that would be really good. So they make and distribute various medical devices. However, this newswire right here kind of talks about in one of their products as a diagnostic tool that should create strong shareholder value, and this was an article posted on Seeking Alpha. So anyways, the catalyst for these guys is, they just have a lot of different products that they're rolling out. The suite of medical devices that are out and that are coming out that improve current standards in multiple areas. Namely, this cancer screening device alone has a lot of value in it. So I'll link this in the down there if you want to check that out. But they got some stuff and things going on for them. And clearly, right, we're moving. So that's PAVM, PAVM. So let's talk about some grain plant biotech. So CRBP and ZYNE. Man, that thing got pumped up hard. That kind of looks like AFA's chart. So anyway, ZYNE and CRBP are some biotech tickers that you've likely heard of recently, and they're involved in the cannabis sector. We've got a lot of hype and a lot of momentum in this sector already, and I mean, the proof is in the pudding, right? These guys are both in breakout mode right now. So there's CRBP. We got a big gap to fill right here. Note from this point up, it didn't have much trouble. But anyways, we got a little bit of rejection right now. We got some curl action. It's in a fairly good place right now. It's trying to consolidate, at the tops of this last little run here. So I think if you can get this thing in the low threes or under 3, that's solid. So here's one of the ones that I posted in Discord. Got some DD on it. Timber is a biotech company. They make treatments in the unmet dermatology sector. And there's a lot of volume, a lot of momentum coming on this guy, a lot of eyes starting to pop in. As far as catalysts go, you have these 5 different products that are in various stages of their clinical trial process. And so at any given moment, you have news wires, reporting progress, right around the corner for these guys. So there's a lot of pop potential just on news alone right there. So I like these. These guys actually ran into the after hours on Friday. They're in a kind of weird place right now. I'd like to see them come back down, back here in this node maybe. If you could get filled in the low 2s or under 2, that would be good. So that's timber. Alright, and the last one's going to be torchlight. So we've had some guys in the Discord talking about this, and I've been sleeping on it. They've been pounding the table, I wasn't paying attention, so here we are. We're chasing. But I'm not going to chase. It just had this crazy rally. It broke its high. I'm going to wait for it to come back down, maybe into the 270s range. I mean, it had some decent consolidation in here before its breakout, and then it hardly consolidated, and it just had this other crazy run Friday. So I'll be waiting for this to come down. I'll try to pound the table for you guys when I get in, but I would think that, somewhere in that high volume node right there, the kind of high 2s would be ideal for this. Don't pay too much for it, right? Gotta be greedy. But anyways, that is it. Hit the thing, do the stuff, follow me on the stuff and things. If you don't, join the Discord. I'll catch you in the next one, traders.